What's up? It's time for your daily nicoflofloLIVE content because that's what I want to do. I just upload the slop daily. I just hit my freaking... Do you see that? It moved the entire thing. But today, what I want to talk about is quite simple. I've been gone for a long time. Where have I been? I have been addicted to games that you don't even know about. So today, this episode is based on what kind of games I've been playing in the time I've been gone and what kind of games I've been streaming. The main component of this is that I have been speedrunning to try to do a cool long YouTube style content. But that takes a lot of time, and the amount of time that it tried to take to get to this point kind of made it so that I couldn't really put out a video. But you know what? I'm going to show you what it is. I'm just the game I've been playing and then talk through it and explain why I've been so addicted to this game. This game is called Lunch Lady. And yeah, that's kind of my plan for today. We're just gonna talk through that. And yeah, welcome to Lunch Lady. This game is like by far my #1 go-to game right now, not because of the game's content necessarily, but rather for its speedrunning components. I actually think that this game is one of the most fun games to speedrun, because it's a weird mixture where there's a lot of speedrunning games, and I'm just going to start up the game. We're going to go to Higgins Swimming Hall so that you guys aren't just chilling here not watching. And this is what this is really for me is a Subway Surfers type of deal, so that I'll do this while we talk. And if you can look up in that top right corner, you'll see something interesting, which says 2098. What is 2098? Last week, I decided to do this. That's the amount of attempts that I've taken. Sorry, there's some technical difficulties happened. That's the amount of attempts I've had, and that was only last week. See, I've been playing this game since around the end of the 10 quota league last year, around July, somewhere around there. And well, this game has the origination of a special number that's called 214, which is something that doesn't make sense necessarily if you are, you know, not inside the Lethal Company speedrunning scene, which is probably a lot of you, because I would imagine you don't really watch that many Lethal Company speedruns in 10 quota. But me and Austin actually were in a duo 10 quota league, no joke, like last year, and I'm intending to make a video on that. When, as all nicofloflo content, we've got no clue. But I started kind of running this game as a joke, being like, can I get a top 10 speedrunning time in 24 hours? That was my Lunch Lady start, where I was like, oh, like I could do speedruns on this game and see if I can get a cool little number. And that's when the mayhem kind of started to happen. Because here's the thing about this game. This game is, I'm not even joking, like I said earlier, 90% gambling, and like, nah, I'm gonna change the skill level a little bit. It's like 70% diet, 30% exercise, 70% luck, and 30% skill. Because pretty much what you're trying to do is run the perfect path and have these blue pages that you see show up in the exact right places. Each one of these pages has a 1 in 5 chance to spawn in a random place, and pretty much all you're praying for is the perfect RNG. This is just no joke gambling. If you're talking about Mario Party 64, that game possesses true skill. This game, you could be you could be amazing at this game, but it could take thousands upon tens of thousands of attempts to try and get a good PB time. Like, it's no joke. And that's what kind of got me cooked, you know? I feel like my kind of like style and games I'm addicted to are like I have like hyperfixations. I'll go to like loving games like 99, like I only play this game for hours upon hours upon hours, and then one day I just don't pick it up ever again. That was kind of what it was for Lethal Company for me. Don't get me twisted. I think I'm gonna like still play V70 when it comes out, just because I'm interested. I never really got into like a 10 quota kick or a high quota tick. Just because, I don't know. I mean, I could have. I have a lot of friends that do high quota and speedrun 10 quota, but I don't know. I think it's because of how long the game is that kind of like a average speedrun for Lethal Company is around an hour, 40 minutes. And I'm not going to lie, I just do not got that time. But if you were to ask me, Nico, what did you do like 3 nights ago? I said I'll play Lunch Lady for 5 hours, because this game I honestly think is like one of the better speedrunning games I've played. Like, I used to play a lot of Portal speedruns back in the day, and I had a fun time with Portal, but for some reason, maybe because it fulfills like a gambling itch, like this game is perfect. Another game that I got addicted to last year around November, kind of at the same, maybe not a similar time. I think what happened, no, it's just, I think it was December of, or maybe January of this year, I got addicted to this game. But around November of last year, actually, I got addicted to DBD. And DBD, and plus, especially playing with Austin and Maylene, like, great times. I feel like I have seasons of games I enjoy playing, probably because of hyperfixation, probably some goddamn undiagnosed ADHD. Which, fun fact, I'm going to the doctor soon to try to see about that. So hopefully, maybe then I could stay on one train of thought during a video. Yeah, I was stuck in the DBD hole for a while, and yeah, you know what? And I kind of got out of it because I went to New York. I went to Lake Tahoe. I went on a whole bunch of family vacations where like I kind of got out of the rhythm of playing DBD, and what took its place was Lunch Lady. But out of the few things that you're going to see from these upcoming highlights, it's going to be a lot of like Lunch Lady, some DBD, and yeah, and the such. Another game I've been addicted to is TFT. TFT is a game that I've always been addicted to. I've gotten Master 2 seasons. I usually sit in Diamond until like 3 sets ago when I decided to not play a whole bunch. I really mess with DBD. It's one of my favorite. Not DBD, TFT. It's one of my favorite games, but it's one of those games where like I don't feel like I could like actively talk over, because I like talking about things that are happening rather than like the game I'm playing. It has a place in my heart where I'm like, I enjoy this game. The community sometimes is kind of weird. Like, there's this thing that is prevalently true in the TFT community, which is what's called TFT accent, where you talk in a very, very specific way. TFT players have like their own goddamn slang that like would not make any sense to a regular person. Only people that have played a lot of TFT and have watched a lot of TFT content, which is, you know what? I was just thinking about it right now. That's something you really don't see a lot, you know? Like, I've played in the Super Smash Bros. Melee scene for like such a long time, and there's some terminology that comes from Super Smash Bros. Melee, but like, I feel like they TFT players be talking different and having way different slang. Very entertaining, to say the least. But I think it falls under the same. Maybe it's a good thing that I'm playing these games that are like super high in like gambling, because there's a world where I'm just like an ultimate gambler. Like, that's all I do. I just gamble. Like, I don't have video games, and all I'm doing is sitting at the goddamn casino hitting the button, because it feels TFT. This game, I played a lot of Balatro, which maybe I'll get back to when I'm trying to do these daily uploads. Yeah. Oh, feels good to be back. Hey, if you're here and you're still here and you're still listening, you're just watching. What's your current game addiction right now? What's your current game addiction? What is the slop that is filling your mind in the gaming sphere? Because I know other people, other people got TikTok, they got other things. To relax, which is funny because it's not really that relaxing. I enjoy having a game that is somewhat similar every single time. So that's it for this video today, and hopefully I see more of you guys in the future days. But you know what? We had a good time. We were gaming, and it feels right to be back for now. There's gonna be archive stuff and more, but I just wanted to say what I was up to. And hey, if you're here, thank you for watching.